I've worked in a lot of different places and spaces in the community. I also think I grew up in this community. I went to school in this community. I went to GRCC, I was a student here. Just a very welcoming, kind of warm space. I grew up watching my aunt, and she was a leader in the community. And so I grew up following her around, watching what she did, how she was a leader.
I've pretty much been teaching or tutoring or some flavor of that my entire life. It took until about a few years into graduate school where it just clicked in my head like, I'm enjoying this teaching thing a lot more than I'm enjoying this research thing. And I've been doing it for so long and I think I'm good at it, and that's really what I want to do.
You know, I like GRCC because I enjoy the commitment to teaching. It wants its faculty in the classroom, working on their teaching, I think doing their professional development to become better instructors.
But when the stuff
I think that you get a lot of support to really put the focus on the students.
I wasn't terribly happy in the position I was in, and I started looking for jobs, and I didn't apply for any jobs that I didn't want. And this was one of the few that really excited me because it enables me to get rewarded for the stuff that I'm most passionate about, which is working with students, working with lots of people across disciplines.
I chose GRCC because I actually went here for my LPN certificate. Before I started teaching, I expected it to be more of an individual. You're the one person in the classroom with sometimes 40 students. And I was really pleasantly surprised by the amount of teamwork that happens.
Along the teaching and the accounting concepts, I will share prior work experience, but I also frequently share that I went the same route. I went to a community college, transferred to a 4-year, and then when I did my MBA, I did that fully online. It's a nice fit. I like all of the students, but I love seeing the non-traditional students that are coming back later in life and making that change to the same route that I went through.
I started as an adjunct here, and the first class that I taught was, I believe, MA 95. Coming here to GRCC, I think it was just like divine intervention in some sense. What we provide for students, the opportunities that provide for students kind of aligns with my purpose.
I love the community. I'm interested in where the community is going to get an education. Education is one aspect of a person's experience, right? But trying to think about the way that fits into the context of all other areas of their life. And I know how meaningful it can be to have people at your college who really care.
I think physics and math are really, really cool. Every semester you can see the light bulbs go on, and you can see students realize this is how we build things, and this is how we make the world a better place.
I teach courses that are not for majors, they're general education. So students are taking these they're intellectually curious. They want to know things, even though it's not in their major, they already know a lot of things. I think they know a lot more than I knew when I was their age, and they bring a lot to the classroom of knowledge and experience. And so that's why I like the humanities. It allows me to kind of move around into different disciplines without ever making a strong commitment to any particular one.
Guiding and working with blind folks, doing activities in the outdoors, I've learned so much about teaching from doing that. I'm forced to be able to explain things in new ways, finding those points of connection so that I can explain things in a way that somebody that hasn't had the experience can start to grasp onto the common language.
We have a pretty tough program, both our PN and ADN programs. They're quick and there's a lot of information for them to learn, and regardless of what's going on at home, what's going on in the classroom, they are so committed to learning everything and being the best nurse that they can be for their future patients.
I try to put as much personal experience on the accounting side, because it's hard for students sometimes to relate to accounting, especially if they're not accounting majors. I love teaching. I love being with students, getting those moments where you see that you're helping them. It's a different atmosphere than it is at a 4-year university, and I like this a lot better.
I just don't see my student just as a math student. So my goal not only is to teach them mathematics, but hopefully when they leave my classroom, they have a skill set to be successful in other college classes. I also feel like when students come to a math class, sometimes they think they don't know anything, but I believe every single one of my students knows something, and we can take that something and connect it to what they're trying to learn in the classroom.
It's a great place with like a lot of great people working here, and feeling like I'm a more permanent part of that group of people and the college as a whole just makes me happy because I love it here, and I want to stick around for as long as I can. 1, 2, 3.